So I'm just driving home, and you know, the beauty of the desert is things just, you know, appear out of nowhere. There is a trailer hitch sitting right here. And on the trailer trash video that I'm working on, it's missing this piece. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna load this sucker up. And now I have the missing piece. Look how clean it is. It's like perfect condition. All right, it's been a few weeks. I've had the trailer home now, and when I undid it from the hitch, it did a big old wheelie, of course, because it's all rear weight there. Like I said, this thing was only a couple miles from my house. Way out in the middle of the desert, someone dumped there. So the challenge for today is I got to get this thing off the trailer. And the handheld winch that I used died. It quit working. So what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is park one of my cars behind this, anchor to this, somehow drag this forward, and just pull this off the trailer so we can get a good look at it and go from there. So let's do that. It is a hot one today. I'm curious to see if this will just pull it off of here. I don't think it's going to. A lot of people lose their back windows when they do stuff like this because the tie down breaks and it flies forward and hits the window. So I'm gonna put the board on the tie down. Well, just throwing the board on there made the trailer move. So let's see if this does anything. I've got to be careful with this. It broke off this piece of scrap metal. Well, so it was moving though. All right, we can all see that didn't work. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna hook up my truck to the front, try to yank this out. I think what I'm gonna do is jack the trailer up, get the leaf springs over that edge right there. Did I mention it was hot out today? It's hot, but I gotta get this project going. A lot of people asking about it, so here we go. Gotta come back and get the camera. I want to hook from the bottom so it keeps the tongue high. So let's try this. All right, I was trying to get some drone footage, but my drone's too hot. It won't go up in the air, so. Yes, yes, woohoo! Yeah, baby. All right, it worked. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. So the challenge here is I gotta get this trailer into my side yard on the other side of the house. I wonder if I just bolt on a couple tires, if I could drag it over there. You know what? Let's try that first. Yeah, it's still hot. My truck says it's 113 out here. I don't know if it is, but it's 100 on my patio. So in the sun, it's gotta be like 110. If you're asking me why my camper's here and why my truck was there, we had a swim day on Saturday. And until I build my wind block, shade structure, outdoor dining area, I just block this with all my vehicles and it makes a big difference. Now let's find some lug nuts. All right, quick update. I sold my 18-foot trailer and another trailer, and I sold some UTV tires and some other stuff to buy this trailer. This is a 16-foot heavy duty. The workhorse sits there dead still. It's mid-May. I'm taking her to Utah to get her fixed. We've had a really, really dead winter and spring at the shop, so I just held on to my money. And remember, I'm gonna turn that thing into an overlander. We're gonna do a wrap. We're gonna do wheels and tires. I'm gonna build a camper on that thing, and then we're gonna sell that thing to pay off some personal debt. This, however, is gonna be free to anybody. If you follow my channel, just comment in the video section. Any of these trailer trash videos, all you need to do is comment to enter to win. You can comment up to 10 times and you'll get 10 entries. So even on this very preliminary video, comment in here and you'll be entered to win. I'll keep track of everybody, and when this trailer build's done in a month or two, I'll pick somebody to win it. So let's get these wheels figured out. This wheel has one lug nut. Well, let's borrow it. Let's borrow the lug nut if I got one in my shop. It is a hot one. Let's see how hot the cement is. 140. I told you it was hot. Let's get 2 on here just to get her to the side yard. These studs are so rusty. The bottom one's not going on the way. That one is, but I only need to go a couple hundred feet. Good boy. Obviously, I have to jack this thing up to get the tire under there. Only when it's hot. Well, I guess stuff always goes sideways. Might have to jump in the pool. So these holes in the rims have been wallowed out. They tried to bolt it on and then weld the lug nuts on. Wow. You know what? Okay, just sitting here, I'm dying. It's hot. Okay, yeah, they're the wrong size. I didn't care if I get these on here. I have other lug nuts. Let's go get them. All right, so let's see what works. Work the problem. No. I've determined that the studs... Ooh, this one might go. Maybe I fixed the threads on that one enough. Hey, look at that. Okay, so the lug nut only goes as far as the weld on the stud. We need to find one where the welds are deep, like that. Let's try this one. Nope. I have another way to do this if this doesn't work. And this is not gonna work. So, we're gonna move to option Z. Every time I have to make a run back to Sabrina's hardware store, I gotta walk across that 140-degree cement. About 2 minutes, and it's killing me. Okay, so here's what you do. Some of you already know this trick. So we're gonna lock the wheel on as best we can. That bearing feels a little loose. Let's do one more for bad measure. And then we'd be mobile, man. I'm serious. Alright, there's no bottom coupler on this hitch, right? So I'm gonna have to set it on there, put some weight on the tongue, strap it down with a bungee cord, see how this goes. Woo, a little hot. Like it was made for it. I'm willing to give it a whirl if you are. See how these vice grip lug nuts work. Another thing that's notable, the axle's welded straight to the bottom of the frame down there, not even where the leaf springs are. That's just another gooder thing we get to fix. Okay, my drone's overheating, my cameras are overheating, I'm overheating. I gotta cool off. I gotta take a break and come back to this after the sun gets a little more horizontal. So let's go cool off. Oh my gosh. Whew. This last segment, even though it's only a few minutes, took me about 2 hours to film, and I'm just super overheated. Whew. Oh, uh-oh. What's that noise? Ah! No. Yeah, no, it feels great. Yeah. Oh, really? Watching me on the cameras. Yeah, my phone's in my pocket, but this thing's from 2006. Still works great. All right, yeah, I'm gonna cool off and then get back to work. So. Why not? All right, feeling a little bit better. A lot of echo in here, gotta be careful. These things are great. These body armors, these are great. So that leads me to today's sponsor. I don't have a sponsor, I ain't got no sponsors. But I thought I'd feel like a big YouTube page and say that. All right, so speaking of the page, you now see we have, this says Dirt Dad. The actual page name is Dirt-Dad because there's a couple other Dirt Dads out there. And I wanted it to be unique. So this is an old hat I had made before I went to Dirt-Dad. The shirt now says Dirt-Dad. The new hat's coming, but I had to get this project started. Dirt-Dad is the new name of my YouTube channel. I originally started out as Tire Guy 1000 because I was working 60 hours a week and I wanted to prove to people you could build a camper. If you really want to camp, you don't have to go spend, $10, $15, $20,000. For $2,000 to $3,000, you could build yourself a camper with air conditioning, heating, electrical, and you get in out of the elements, which is the key, right? You get out and you ride, or you're swimming in the river, or you're hunting, or you're fishing, or what have you. You just need a place to get in clean and have a refuge, and that was our refuge, that little camper for so many years. There was a day where I was getting tens of thousands of views when I was doing the first build series. So it's my goal to try to build the channel again. So I'm going to build another trailer here. Of course, we're going to give away. We're going to build the Overlander, and then we're going to sell that, and we'll show you how that all works. I'll give you all the numbers and everything. I'm done cooling off. I just wanted to catch you up on why I changed the name. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get this trailer backed into the side yard where I can put up some kind of shade so the next time I start working on it, I don't overbake myself like I did today. Yeah, man, it takes a few minutes each time, but if I don't have that pipe back there, if you follow my channel long enough, you know this gate blows open even with the rod on the ground. All right, we got her back here. This is where I need her, right here, because my shop right here, my garage, my hardware store, all my tools, my welding stuff is all right there. This is where we're going to build her, right here in the side yard. And the next video, what you're going to see me do is measure everything to see what we're dealing with, and I'll be cutting off all the excess steel, like these horseshoes, leaf springs, hangers, axle, all of this top stuff here. I want to get to just the flat part, and the flat part is pretty Mickey Mouse in some areas. You see right here, this is the bed frame. There's also a bed frame here. So my goal is to get to the very bottom where all this heavier stuff is, and then reinforce what's already here. I see a lot of Mickey Mouse stuff like that right there. So I'd like to keep this channel all the way around, but the goal is to get to the bare frame, clean it up, paint it, de-rust it, and then reinforce it and start from scratch, so this thing's built correctly. So that smoke up there is getting really close to my neighbor's house right there.
Like and subscribe.